Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The purpose of this presentation is to provide a comprehensive troubleshooting guide for the DTC P0011, which indicates a malfunction in the variable timing control (VTC) system on a Honda Civic manufactured between 2011 and 2015. The VTC system plays a crucial role in optimizing the engine's performance and efficiency by adjusting the timing of the intake valves based on the engine's operating conditions. This adjustment improves power, fuel economy, and reduces emissions. The diagnosis of this DTC is essential to ensure that the VTC system functions properly and that the engine operates efficiently. It's important to begin by recording all freeze data and any onboard snapshots, along with reviewing general troubleshooting information to adequately address the DTC. The DTC P0011 indicates a malfunction within the variable timing control VTC system in the Honda Civic. The VTC system involves several components, primarily the VTC control valve and filter, which are located within the engine's timing chain assembly area. The role of the VTC system is to adjust the timing of the camshaft to improve engine performance. When this system malfunctions, it may lead to issues such as reduced engine efficiency or increased emissions, prompting the need for a thorough diagnostic approach. This DTC often surfaces due to issues with oil pressure or filter clogging, which can impede the operation of the VTC mechanism, necessitating various checks as outlined in the troubleshooting guide. When diagnosing the DTC P0011, several potential causes must be evaluated. First, low oil pressure can trigger this fault code. The engine requires adequate oil circulation to effectively operate the VTC system. Second, a clogged VTC strainer can prevent oil from flowing smoothly to the VTC mechanism, leading to uneven camshaft timing adjustments. Thirdly, a faulty VTC oil control valve may fail to respond correctly to signals from the engine control module, ECM, which would also result in timing issues. Each of these causes should be explored through systematic troubleshooting to accurately identify and rectify the underlying issue responsible for the VTC malfunction. The presence of DTC P0011 may present several notable symptoms. Drivers may experience a decline in engine performance as the VTC system struggles to maintain optimal camshaft timing. This situation can lead to reduced acceleration and overall responsiveness of the vehicle. Moreover, an increase in fuel consumption may be observed as the engine operates less efficiently. Furthermore, the check engine light is likely to illuminate on the dashboard, indicating a need for immediate attention to the vehicle's diagnostics. Not recognizing these symptoms and ignoring the DTC could potentially lead to severe engine issues in the long run, emphasizing the necessity of timely troubleshooting. The initial step in troubleshooting DTC P0011 involves performing an oil pressure check. Begin by turning the ignition switch to the on position without starting the engine. Following this, it's crucial to clear the DTC using the Honda Diagnostic System HDS tool. After clearing the DTC, start the engine and monitor the low oil pressure indicator on the dashboard. If the light remains illuminated, this indicates an oil pressure issue, and an oil pressure check should be performed immediately. Should the indicator turn off, proceed to the next step in troubleshooting, as the oil pressure is confirmed to be adequate at this point. Accurate oil pressure readings are vital for the proper function of the VTC system. In the second troubleshooting step, the VTC test must be executed using the HDS tool. This test will provide insights into the operational status of the VTC system. Depending on the results of this test, if the outcome is deemed okay, the process continues to step 3. However, if the results are not satisfactory, this prompts a deeper investigation into potential faults within the VTC system, necessitating movement to step 5 for further diagnosis. The data collected during this test is crucial for confirming whether the VTC system is functioning as intended, or if there is an issue that needs addressing. Step 3 of troubleshooting involves conducting a VTC status check using the HDS tool. This check requires the vehicle to be test-driven at a steady speed between 19 and 38 miles per hour for approximately 10 minutes. During this drive, the data regarding the VTC status is captured by the HDS. If the indication shows on, this confirms that the VTC system is currently operating as expected, allowing progression to the next troubleshooting step. Conversely, if the VTC status does not indicate on, it's essential to revisit the previous step to double-check the VTC system functionality. The data and results from this check are pivotal in evaluating the VTC system's health. In Step 4, you must conduct an OBD status check while test driving the vehicle at a steady speed between 19 and 38 miles per hour for 10 minutes, similar to the previous step. This time, you will specifically monitor the DTC P0011 status within the DTC menu on the HDS tool. Should the HDS indicate failed, this warrants going back to the first troubleshooting step for a deeper investigation into the potential causes of the VTC malfunction. However, if the status shows passed, this indicates that the system is functioning correctly at that point in time. Should the results show not completed, further checks on the OBD status should be undertaken to gather more data regarding the system's performance. The fifth troubleshooting step consists of a visual inspection of the VTC strainer. To perform this, turn the ignition switch to the lock position and carefully remove the auto tensioner and the VTC strainer itself. Upon removal, inspect the strainer for any signs of clogging or debris, which may block oil flow to the VTC system. If the strainer appears to be in good condition, you will proceed to Step 6. Conversely, if clogging is present, it will be necessary to clean the strainer thoroughly. Replace the engine oil filter along with the engine oil, and then conduct a repair verification step to ensure that this resolves the DTC P0011 issue. In the final troubleshooting step, the condition and operation of the VTC oil control solenoid valve must be tested. This valve plays a critical role in regulating oil flow to the VTC system, impacting its ability to adjust camshaft timing. If the valve is determined to be operational and in good condition, you must then check the oil passages within the VTC system for any obstructions or contamination, cleaning them as necessary before proceeding with the repair verification process. However, should the VTC oil control valve be found defective, replacement is essential to rectify the issue, followed by appropriate verification to confirm that the DTC P0011 is resolved. The final step in ensuring the repair was successful involves performing a comprehensive repair verification process. Start by turning the ignition switch to the on position, and then reset the engine control module, ECM, using the HDS tool. It's essential to perform the idle learn procedure, which allows the ECM to adjust to the conditions of the engine after any repairs have been carried out. Subsequently, execute the CKP pattern clear and CKP pattern learn procedures to ensure that the crankshaft position data is accurate. Finally, revisit the DTC menu on the HDS to determine the status of DTC P0011. If it indicates passed, the troubleshooting process is considered complete. Any other pending or confirmed DTCs will necessitate further troubleshooting according to the specific fault. To prevent future occurrences of DTC P0011, regular preventive maintenance is essential. One key recommendation is to adhere to a schedule of regular oil changes as per the vehicle manufacturer's guidelines. Fresh oil not only ensures smooth operation of the VTC system, but also minimizes the risks of clogging. In addition to oil changes, it is advisable to inspect the VTC strainer periodically, checking for any buildup of sludge or debris that could impair its functionality. Lastly, regularly checking the oil pressure helps catch potential issues before they escalate, ensuring the VTC system remains operational and effective. Implementing these maintenance strategies will significantly enhance the longevity and performance of the engine. In conclusion, addressing DTC P0011 effectively requires a structured and thorough troubleshooting approach. Each step in diagnosing the variable timing control system must be undertaken with attention to detail, ensuring that all possible issues, such as oil pressure and component functionality, are examined. Being vigilant about the symptoms is equally essential to catch any deterioration in vehicle performance early on. Lastly, adhering to preventive maintenance practices will not only prolong the life of the VTC system, but will also ensure that the engine remains efficient. A proactive approach to both diagnosis and maintenance can help prevent future DTCs, ensuring a better driving experience overall. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time!